What if I told you that a complete beginner made $18,000 in real estate without signing a single property contract, without using own credit score, and without spending a single dime of their own money? Just investing your time. It sounds like a scam, right? Or one of those late-night info commercials? But it's not. Today, I'm going to reveal a brand new real estate strategy that is quietly turning total rookies into cash-flowing investors. It's not wholesaling, it's not fixing and flipping, and it's definitely is not being a real estate agent. Welcome to Enter Talks. I'm your host, David Kiriliuk, and today we are diving into a disruptive concept called Orbit Method. If you have been sitting on the sidelines thinking real estate is a rich person's game, grab a notepad, because over the next 15 minutes, I am going to show you exactly how everyday people are pulling in a 5-6-figure paycheck by doing nothing more than sending a few text messages and setting up a single Zoom call. To understand how this works, we need to look at the massive creative finance movement led by investors like Pace Morby. Pace has introduced a concept to his community that completely shifts the paradigm. Imagine the real estate market is a solar system. In this system, you have planets. Planets are the experienced, heavy-hitting investors. They have millions in the bank. They have a massive team. They know how to negotiate. They have attorneys, and they can pull off complex deals like buying entire RV parks and apartment buildings. But planets have one huge problem: time. They are too busy running their empires to endlessly scroll through the listing or cold call sellers. That's where you come in. You become an arbiter. Your only job is to find what the planet is looking for and bring it to their gravity. You do not need to negotiate the deal. You do not have to close the seller. You do not need to proof of funds letter. All do is find a property, an RV park, call the seller or their broker and ask one simple question: hey, are you open to a creative finance offer from a buyer or work with? If they say yes, you set the appointment. That's it. You step back, the planet steps in. They negotiate, they close the deal, and you get paid a massive finder's fee, or even get a slice of the equity. Now, if you know a little about real estate, you might be thinking, wait, David, isn't this just bird dogging? No, it's not. It's completely different. Let me explain. A traditional bird dog is someone who finds a buyer for a contract that a wholesaler has already negotiated and locked down. The deal is already structured. The dog is already hunted, and the dog is just retrieving it. Orbiting requires even less legal lifting. You are not locking anything under contract. You are literally just passing a warm lead to an investor who has the resources to structure a deal completely from scratch using seller finance or subject to strategies. When you orbit a planet, you bring a ray of the sunshine into the dark, busy inbox. But this is a big but. You have to do the bare minimum. You cannot just email an investor a Zillow link and expect a $10,000 check. You have to make the initial phone call, verify the seller is open to a conversation, and actually put it on the planet's calendar. You do 1% of the work, and the planet does the other 99%. I know what you are thinking. Does this actually work? Let me give you 3 insane real-world examples that happened just recently. Meet Diane. Diane has absolutely zero real estate background. She came from the insurance industry. She decided to orbit a couple of experienced investors who were looking for RV parks. Diane hoped on a website, looked at Craxi and LoopNet, found an amazing brand new RV park development, and called the broker. She literally just set the appointment. The investor jumped in, spent months of negotiating the complex financials, and eventually bought the property. Diane's paycheck for making that connection was $40,000. Case 2, there is a Mark. Mark found struggling laundromat in Utah. The owner was drawing in equipment debt and would not even jump on a phone call. Mark relentlessly texted the owner, explaining that his partner could take over the debt creatively. Mark finally set an text blast appointment with a planned investor. The investor took over the laundromat. Instead of a cash fee, Mark opted for an equity stake. He now owns a piece of a highly profitable hands-off business just for sending some text messages. Case 3. This is my favorite. Daryl, a regular guy with no massive portfolio, found a 40-unit apartment building in Arkansas. The seller would not talk to him because Daryl did not have proof of funds. So Daryl called an experienced multifamily investor named Adam. Adam brought the credibility, the team, and the cash to double close the deal. They ended up wholesale flipping the complex. Daryl's 50% split for this deal was $18,000. Can you imagine? $18,000 just for telephone number. If you want to stop overthinking and actually start doing this, here's your step-by-step action plan. You can literally start today. In 45 minutes a day on your lunch break, you can find deals and bring it to me, and I'll pay you money. Also, you can do it yourself. Step 1. Find a planet. Network in active real estate communities like the Sub2 Facebook group or local real estate meetups. Find people who are actively buying properties right now. Step 2. Sign joint venture agreement. Before you send them anything, protect yourself. Say, hey, I want to find deals for you. Can we sign a joint venture agreement so I get paid a set fee if you buy a deal I bring? Every serious investor will happily sign this. To them paying you $10,000 to $200,000 in the best marketing money they can ever spend. Step 3. Learn their buy box. Don't just send them random houses. Ask them exactly what they are buying. Do they want RV parks in Texas? Do they want 10-unit apartments in Ohio? Know their exact criteria. Step 4. Take messy action. Go on LandWatch, Craxi, or LoopNet. Filter for properties where the seller is open to owner finance. Call the brokers. Tell them you represent a buyer who can close quickly using creative finance. Set the appointment. Sit back and let the planner do the heavy lifting while you learn exactly how deals are made. Listen guys, real estate investing is scary when you think you have to do it alone. But we are living in the age of extreme collaboration. You do not need $1 million. You do not need a perfect credit. You just need to be willing to be the bridge between the motivated seller and investor who has the cash. There are leaders out there practically beginning for you to find them a deal, and they are willing to pay you good money for it. So you are going to keep endlessly scrolling through the social media, or you are going to become an arbiter and get your first paycheck. If this strategy blew your mind, hit that like button, subscribe to Enter Talks for more high-level wealth strategies, and drop a comment below. Tell me what your buy box is or what kind of properties you want to go after. I am Kiriliuk. Keep pushing, keep connecting, and I'll see you in the next video.